kill. Magic infuriates Sebastian when playing tricks on you.
He learned from the best.
I will relay this as quickly as I can.
Thank you.
Very good. Get some rest. We'll be having...
I don't trust anything anymore.
That's so sneaky.
The start of the new week, we'll start on our expedition.
Sounds good.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your downtime? I'm going to say that you spend about 2 weeks.
Ooh, it's like a vacation. We're racking up them days, so.
We've really earned them.
Any health potions we can buy.
I can also make some potions.
Yeah, Sebastian can make them.
Can you make me some potions?
How many? I want to make myself more delirium potions.
Okay.
And more health potions for the group.
Okay, so Sebastian, you can now create, over the course of your downtime, Eldrick will also instruct you on how to create Aqua Delirium, on how to create Aqua Expurgo, and how to make potions of greater healing. So you can do healing potions, greater healing potions, and the 2 different delirium potions.
Does the Aqua Expurgo still need to be injected into the chest, or can I try to come up with an easier method of consumption?
The pill.
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
15.
Well, you spend a couple days planning with a suppository, and that goes nowhere. Nowhere good, at least.
Poor Pluto.
Pluto's my test subject. This goes up
Are you
and
sure?
it comes
Are you
out.
sure working with Eldrick and River, and with a few more instructions that come in and materials that come in, there's a day in the academy that brings materials, and there is now an Aqua Expurgo that can be taken orally, that you can drink.
Yes, Pluto.
Still bad effects.
Does it still have the same side effects?
It does.
Okay, that's fair.
And it tastes really bad. It's kind of like, like the most vile shot you can imagine. Like, it's like that combination of like absinthe and brine. And that's what it tastes like.
Oh, could I press
Is it like
it
pickle
to make
brine?
it
Because that sounds
taste good?
delicious.
You
Don't try to
can
sell me
try. It's it might the magical confluence means that when you prestidigitate it, it changes its flavor randomly.
Pluto, do you agree to be the test subject?
I do, only because this way I can actually take my armor off and I can just lay in the bathtub.
So for 3 or 4 days, I'm feeding Pluto these potions, and he's
Until he gets it
a
right.
mess.
Yeah.
He's just.
But I'm strong.
This improved Aqua Expurgo fortunately only results in vomiting.
Fortunately.
That's great.
That's great.
I'm checking you. I'm like, it only came out one end, Pluto.
We're making progress.
You're like vomiting in
And
out
as
the window.
It's such a waste of food.
as you develop it, Eldrick explains it's better than the alternative.
Yeah, actually.
Few places in Drakenheim are thicker with the haze and perhaps greater quantities of delirium than the grounds near the Academy Tower. So you will all need to imbibe it to approach the tower.
That's fair.
It will probably kill you otherwise.
Okay.
And hopefully the tower is sealed enough that once you're inside, you will be shielded from the effects. We're really counting on that one.
Well, so are we.
Do you have anything to go on, or is that just like a
Just a hopeful.
The towers of the Amethyst Academy have endured much magical disaster, but it is entirely possible that there could still be problems because, of course, you have seen what happened to the tower where the meteor fell. what state it will be in. We have long pondered this, but we don't know for sure. When you go, the teleportation chamber is one of the most important objectives you can secure. It is located on the first level below the main level.
And the main level is on the ground floor, like
Approximately, yes.
like walking in off the street.
So the circle's in the basement.
Indeed.
Do we also want to go up?
Because the circle is located in the basement, because the rest of the tower is traditionally shielded against being entered or exited with magic.
Ah. Okay.
It is incredibly likely that the guardians that are kept in the tower and the various creatures that we use to maintain our towers will still be there. But with 15 years of no maintenance, the binding rituals that are typically performed on an annual basis will have expired, leaving them wild and untamed.
Everywhere that we go in Dragonheim, it's just
Wild and Untamed is actually a great description for most of the city,
Yeah.
yeah.
and that's why we're ready for it.
How many potions can I
What's
buy?
it say?
One per day. Yep, one per day. And you can then, and then that also includes the day. So you have to spend at least 3 days mastering the rituals, and 1 day mastering the potions themselves, and then after that, so you can make 10 potions of any type that you'd like.
That's actually
Greater
amazing.
I'm gonna make myself quite a few.
So, real roll call. I have 3 potions of greater healing.
I have 0.
I
have 0.
I'm gonna make 5 potions of greater healing. I take.
How many do you
You
have
have
right now?
3.
How many do you have right now?
Alright.
As long as we have a good spread, because we can always change it later.
Yeah.
I have 1 potion of greater healing.
I think that
I
makes
took
sense.
3, so we
Yeah.
all have 3.
It should be 3 for
You
3.
too.
Perfect.
4 or 5, yeah. Let's do that.
That's actually, yeah, solid.
There is another objective that you will have once you are in the tower. You will need to find at the top of the tower is the Nexus. The Nexus is the focusing lens, which orients the ley lines around Drakenheim. It allows members of the Amethyst Academy to tap in into one of our most valuable resources, the Well of All Spells. In order to secure the Nexus, it is also what controls the other arcane defenses of the tower. You will need to override whatever magic is in place in the Nexus, and the only way that you will be able to do that is by finding the Staff of Power of the Archmage of the Academy. Wherever that Staff of Power lies, you will need it to reorient the Nexus.
And that's in the tower.
I hope to all the gods and all the winds of magic that it is.
So, secure the basement, find the Staff of Power,
Nexus.
override the Nexus.
Correct.
And
Profit.
C gains. Big gains.
Once you override the Nexus, any of the defenders that have been gone haywire, or any of our other servants or other spells that would be attuned to the former occupants of that tower, will then recognize you, and you will be able to specify their parameters.
Oh.
Once you have done so, you will return the Staff of Power to the Council.
Seems fair. Seems fair. Cool.
Yeah, because he has a wand. He doesn't need a staff of power.
You
He has
need
this
the
perfectly
Staff
good
of
wand.
Power. Now,
Yeah, who
we have
needs
to go to the council to do it, or can you deliver
the council will be able to come here.
Don't do well with teleporting, so.
Afterwards, Sebastian,
Yes.
if you are interested in being considered for the stewardship of the tower, that is something that may be considered once you demonstrate that you have obtained your 7th ring.
Okay. Right now I have 1 ring. Do I get more?
Well, judging by what I've seen of you over the past 2 days, you would, if inducted, you would earn your 5th ring.
Wow. Higher than the river.
River could be my number 2. Wait. Number 3.
Thanks.
1.
Oh, are you ranking us right now?
1. She'll be my number 2. You're my number 1. You're my number 1. She'll be my
Yo,
number 2.
finally,
I like
your friends, Vale, Pluto, you are an exception. We normally do not permit those who are of more mundane persuasions from even entering the upper reaches of a tower of the Amethyst Academy. With respect, Vale, your talents are admirable, but amateur.
I picture Veo's eating, and I'm like gazing off in the distance while he's like basically making fun of us, and I'm just staring.
I can't do it without them.
I understand that. We don't expect you to.
Listen, as I've heard halflings say before to magical people, you can keep your secrets.
We appreciate that. You may see some things in that tower that you do not understand.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
That's
that
fine.
happens quite often.
The spatial dimensions inside the tower might not necessarily conform to what you expect.
Is it anything like where I went to school?
As you'll see, apprentices typically keep to the lower reaches of the towers, but the higher reaches are anyone's game.
Okay.
We have a plethora of magical items and abilities. How do they interact in a tower that is sort of spatially dimensioned? Yeah, and it's got protections that are going wild.
In
What
a
can we expect?
normal functioning tower of the Academy, they are augmented and even boosted. Many arcanists that were working together in one of the foundries of an Academy tower, the members of the Academy can work amazing feats of magic that a single mage working on their own, or even a group of mages working outside a tower, could not even fathom. It's the benefits of working together. We understand this very well in the Academy. But the influence of the haze of delirium may have caused all these things to go haywire. If the behavior of the teleportation circle is any indication, you will want to exercise caution.
I'm just thinking through things like keep the dimension doors, or
Yeah, I don't think we can go out of the tower through teleportation once we're in. So, once we're in, we're in.
we're in. No,
I'm really
Parachute.
good at running away, so.
I'm not comfortable with running. It's too heavy. My stuff's too heavy.
Especially since you're carrying half of my stuff now.
Yeah.
Do you have a new bag, by the way? I don't think I'm getting mine back.
We lost a bag of holding to the meat.
We'll see what we can do about that.
Anything's there. So.
Moira, I'm storing some stuff in your house.
During the week, Elena shows back up at one of the barracks with almost no memory of the past several weeks, with an empty bag of holding. And it makes its way through the
Send it
channels.
over!
And all that's inside in the bag of holding is an envelope, and inside the envelope is a pressed flower and a smiley face.
Well, she did say she was going to give me my bag back.
It's true. She did.
So,
Roll your stuff back in.
does that mean that she's like proving to be of her word? No, she lied to us so many times. Never mind. She's still bad.
Do you have any questions about the tower before you proceed?
No, it seems pretty straightforward. Kill our way through, and when you say override the Nexus, I'm assuming that I'll know how to do that when I get there.
There will be a point that you will. The Nexus. The control point for it will be marked with runes that will conform to the staff of power when it's presented. From there, if I am understanding the instructions correctly, as you grip that staff of power and adjust it, you may be tempted at the same time.
Wow.
Is that a good thing, or is there a possibility that my head explodes?
I really hope that your head does not explode.
Me too.
If his head explodes, is there a way for you to put it back together?
Like, this is his head exploding, and then it comes back together.
I'm a wizard, not a cleric.
Do you know of any?
Dude, I'm a mason.
I need a
If it's anything like masonry, I've got this.
I don't think it is.
I feel so much safer.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I do have one other question for Sebastian.
Yes.
So you made 5 potions of healing. We need at least one each of the aqua.
I took that into account, so I had 2 Aqua Expergia, so I made 1 more.
Okay.
I had 1 Aqua Delirium, so I made 4 more.
Okay.
And then so that's 5. And then,
And
I made 5 potions.
So we'll have at least one each to take before we get to the tower.
Yes.
Finally, I noticed that you have mastered the ritual of a telepathic bond.
Yeah.
I will take point, and if you would like, when we set out, you, myself, and River will enact the ritual together, which will increase the duration and distance by which we can maintain that telepathic bond. So you will be able to be in contact with myself and River while you explore the tower, should you encounter any problems.
Amazing.
How'd you get so fun?
Yeah, I never, it didn't occur to me until this conversation that I could have friendship to enhance spells. Having other spellcasters around is great.
Woo!
What?
Yeah. The circle magic of the Academy allows some of what you do on your own, this meta magic, which is very brilliant technique that not many can master. But circle magic allows several mages working together to manifest similar effects and shaping their spells.
Wonderful.
Mega magic.
Mega magic.
It's done some terrible things throughout history.
I can imagine.
Oh.
But it's also allowed us to talk.
Yeah, we need call signs. I'm Silver Eagle.
Oh, I like that.
I'm Sebastian Crow.
Oh, you need it.
Oh, I'm Spelly McSpell Crow. That was
Is
bad.
the first one you came up with?
Yep.
Or you're just gonna
Yep,
go with
sorry.
it?
Let me give me a moment. Vale call sign.
Shadow Cat. But that's like literally my name too.
Shadow Crow. Damn. This isn't working, guys. Pluto, call sign for me. Go.
Oh wait, I've got one. Wait.
Ooh. I'm gonna call you Firestarter.
Corvidae?
Firestarter. Code name. Firestarter, Silver Eagle,
It's like the family of crows.
and Shadowcat.
Yeah.
Shadow Cat.
Shadowcat.
Alley Cat.
Panther. Shadow Panther.
Panther.
Shadow.
Guys, I'm gonna forget all of these. I'm calling you Pluto and Vale.
Okay.
I just want to make Eldrick regret having a telepathic bond with me.
I already do.
Like, just constantly, I'm in his
Does
head.
that mean
being like,
all of your thoughts
and
are what he
I'll-
hears?
No,
You
to
choose-
indicate if you wish to to talk telepathically, we'll just institute a rule that you need to put your fingers to your forehead.
So this is the universal
This is the
sign
universal
of, like,
call sign that you were talking telepathically.
that the mic
You
channel
do
is
realize
open.
that Pluto's still gonna screw this up, and he's just gonna be walking around like this, forgetting his hands are up there, and just being like, "What did I have for breakfast
If I do
today?"
too,
Yeah, that's how I actually think a lot.
get off the line.
We'll see how that goes.
Just static.
So-
Just a lot of static.
Is that it for the two weeks?
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess, yeah, I don't have much to do in my downtime, so I'm just like, you
wanna
kind of
do my
get
target
tired of me
practice?
because I'm just constantly walking around, like wondering.
Hei sann. Er du i brakka nå? Ja, da kommer jeg opp med det kortet. Ja. Ja, ha det.
You're shooting at me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Target practice, yeah.
and I'm just learning how to deflect with my shield. It's
We're
a hard
sparring
lesson.
against each other at long distances.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Great for me.
Cool, cool.
The only news from the wider world that we receive over the past 2 weeks is that the Diet of the Flamekeepers has met in Lumen and declared that Lucretia Matthias is an outlaw and a heretic, and those that follow her are subject to church law.
Like,
Church law? Or like church law? Church law?
All of the above. And so, there have been rumors breaking out and reports from the Scouts of the Hooded Lanterns of battles being fought between members of the Silver Order and the followers of the Falling Fire in the streets of Drakenheim. That's nuts. That's chaos.
I mean, maybe they'll take care of our problems and kill each other. Wait, that's horrible. I like the Silver Order.
I mean, the Silver Order are good people, but they're putting up their boundaries and they're not trusting enough people. So if they lose people from all sides, they've got obviously the Academy on one end with us, they've got the Falling Fire on another. They're not really putting themselves in a good position.
I also feel bad for all those people who chose to follow Lucretia. They're just misguided. They're all digging their own graves, I guess.
It could come in handy though if we ever need to leverage some support from this we can show that we also do not enjoy the Falling Fire. Passage back in.
Maybe.
I mean, we have passage in D.
Enemy is our friend.
I don't think they're our enemy right now, but they're not helping themselves. They're creating more enemies on each side than they can deal with. But if that's what they choose, that's what they choose. We all make our choices in Drakenheim and let the cards fall where they may. The fish bones make shapes.
What's the
on
worst that could
table.
happen?
Hey. Don't say that.
Hey.
You never know. It could be really bad. I don't like you saying that. Makes me really uncomfortable.
Oh man, it's just been in my head all day.
Should we head out tomorrow for the tower
I want eggs for breakfast
before we leave for the tower?
and toast
Cool.
and bacon and sausages.
You get all those things.
Yes.
And that's where we'll take our break.
Ah.
And we are back from our break. thank you very much for standing by with us, and we're going to dive right back in just a moment.
Want to give a big shout out to Tabletop Audio. You're probably listening to them right now or as we play. A great way to enhance your own games at home. It's all free at tabletopaudio.com. Go check it out. We've been using it since day one.
And don't forget to check out our merch store at the Teespring store. The links are below, as well as below our YouTube videos. Or you can go to bit.ly/DungeonDudesMerch for all your fave Dungeon Dudes t-shirts.
And if you are enjoying the stream and you want to support our work, don't forget to check us out on Patreon. You can find it by following the links down below or at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes. We also have the phenomenal Discord community, so if you do join us on Patreon, the Discord is open to all of our Patreon members where you can come and chat with all of us, talk about all things D&D, all things Drakenheim, even some behind-the-scenes stuff with the man, the legend, Monty Martin himself. And yeah, there's a lot of really cool channels in there to just chat.
And of course, a big thank you to Dimension 20, the official sponsors for this week's episode of Dungeons of Drakenheim. Our great friends there our great friends at Dimension 20 have started up season 3 of their new D&D live play series, The Unsleeping City, led by Dungeon Master Brennan Lee Mulligan and a team of veteran college humor comedians. It is an awesome campaign. If you cannot get enough D&D streams in your life or live plays, definitely worth a look, especially the first couple episodes, which are at the Dimension 20 YouTube channel. And you can also watch the full series and more by subscribing at dropout.tv, where you can get a 50% discount off your first month by using the code ROLL50. So follow the links in the description below for more information. With that, let's dive back into the ruins. And back into the ruins we are indeed. After several weeks of rest and relaxation, recuperation, research, potion brewing, and training, our heroes are venturing back into the ruins of Drakenheim. We will take ourselves ahead now to the map of the city, where we can plot our route. For it is not a big stretch, it's not a big journey, but a perilous one at that. For the Academy Tower lies at number 10 on the map, which is actually in the direct line from Market Gate, from Shepherd's Gate, almost a straight shot from Shepherd's Gate lies there. So in fact, every time you walked out from that tower as you head along Shepherd's Way, you can see it looming straight in front of you. In fact, it slightly blocks the view of the castle from the barracks. And so it is a pretty easy shot if you want to take the most direct route possible from, I assume, the barracks.
Yeah.
That would make the most sense. I say that we skirt around the outside to Shepherd's Way and then head straight to the tower.
Sounds good.
At this stage, the Hooded Lanterns have developed basically the pathway that they take when they try to send runners back to Emberwood Village. And their methodology basically is they stay completely outside the ruins of the city. They have a crossing a little ways down the Dran River that they use instead. It takes longer, but it's way safer than cutting through the ruins if your interest is safety and not saving time. And in fact, in some cases, it's both the safest and fastest route because going through the ruins can be an ordeal in itself. Or Eldrick. Eldrick and River are going to stay in Emberwood Village. As you recall, they are going to make sure that your family is has an eye kept on them. And in the morning before you set out, Eldrick enacts the ritual with you. It takes an hour to perform with River, instead of just an extra 10 minutes on top of the telepathic bond. But the result is that the telepathic bond that you build with Eldrick, River, and I assume these two, will last for 24 hours.
So time is of the essence.
Eldrick, can you hear me?
Sorry, I can see your hands.
Loud and clear.
Meow, 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 meow.
Now, I will say, it is possible we might get a little bit of a shaky reception once we're in the tower. With the Nexus down, the proper channels aren't necessarily in place. So we'll see what happens, and we'll play it by mind instead of ear.
I see what you did there. I'm laughing in my head.
And it is a party line. The telepathic bond, I need to decide what my ruling on that is going to be. Is the telepathic bond a party line, or can you...
Salmon, tuna.
Yeah.
I need to bring Veo salmon. All of a sudden, I have this craving.
Yeah, like
So I'm gonna say, because the spell doesn't specifically decide, you are linked to each other, but you can broadcast to everybody or to one person if you need to. So you can broadcast amongst yourselves or everybody as a whole.
Pluto. Tuna.
I have a craving for tuna.
This is gonna be fun.
Pluto. Sebastian.
I have a craving for tuna.
And as you set out, Eldrick and River say,
And some other private thoughts.
Eldrick and River, before you head out one last time, Eldrick and River do have a few things to give each of you as a token to protect yourselves. First, they give each of you a potion of superior healing.
Heal me.
And then they have 3 more potions that they can give you that you can use however you like.